I'm Dom. Thank you for taking some of your time. Spend it with me. Felt called to do a reading. I'm really not following a schedule. And I'd like you just to take a second and pause and think of something that's really been driving you or consuming you or the focus of your attention since the year changed and we started 2026. Just take a second and think about that. Has that attention or focus, has it been beneficial or has it been a distraction? Has it been an irritant? That's for you to answer. What we're going to do is going to ask Spirit what type of energy is coming towards you through the weekend. If you're seeing this before the weekend it's coming, if you're seeing it after, then maybe the following weekend. People say readings are timeless, and I don't know. I just kind of feel that you see it when you're supposed to see it, I guess. I guess that does make it timeless, doesn't it? So we're going to ask Spirit. Spirit, what type of energy is coming for my collective for this upcoming weekend? What type of energy is coming at them for the things that they've focused upon since the start of the year? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what type of energy is coming towards my collective? There's a bunch of cards that came out, and just going to go with them. We have the Hermit card in reverse. Hermit card is talking about going within, spending time alone, reclusion, meditation, looking for clarity in situations. And with this in reverse, I'm kind of feeling that the start of this year has been a bit of a whirlwind for you. And it's been kind of a clutter of different things coming and going. And maybe you're really failing to take some time for yourself to refocus or go over um, things that you've wanted to get off on a good start as far as the year is concerned. This cluttering, this back and forth energy, that is the wheel of fortune here. It's cycling. It's been cycling in, cycling out. It's kind of been catching you by surprise from time to time. But what Spirit's saying with the World card, that's coming to conclusion. I'm really feeling that you're going to be focusing for your greater intention. You're taking time to focus on things that you know are right, and you're going to finally put your foot down and start saying no to people that are used to you saying yes, and that may cause a bit of a riffraff. I did pull the High Priestess card in reverse, and when you have the High Priestess card in reverse, it's talking about being too kind. And saying goes, always put yourself first. You can't fill another's cup unless you fill yours, and so forth and so on. And it's easy to do. It's easy to give more to others, give your time to others, always wanting to help others. Be cautious of that. Sometimes we discover that those that we help, when we need them, they're not there for us. The other cards were face down. We're going to take a look at them. We have the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. Swords is an energy of truth, integrity. Obviously, with it being in reverse, be cautious of news coming in that isn't truth, or maybe your own thought process. How are you viewing that friend, the one that you're always helping, the one that you just can't say no to? However, when you're in need, there's an excuse. Maybe maybe it's time you take another look at that and find the truth and not being deceptive to yourself. Sure, you want to help them, but are you making yourself feel obligated to help them? But the reality is, you need to be applying more time to your needs, your wants, your goals. There's nothing wrong with that. I had the Tower card upright. Tower card is about a sudden change. When I started, I was talking about the world energy, this clutter, this in and out cyclone of energy that we've been dealing with. I know that I have since the start of the year. That's coming to conclusion. And with this Tower card, there's going to be an event happening that's going to make that occur. So if you do decide to tell that friend, no, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I already made other plans. I have other obligations. I appreciate you. I've helped you in the past, but I just can't do it this time. The Tower reaction may, in fact, be for that person that's getting a no from you, deservedly, for the first time. The next card we have Judgment. Judgment's an awakening. Now, this awakening, obviously, It's you waking up to maybe saying no to people that are used to you saying yes, but it can also be an awakening to this person that they need to come at you right. They need to be right. They need to be respectful of your time, your help, and reciprocate that. In my opinion, any relationship, it doesn't matter. It needs to be reciprocal. There needs to be a give and receiving energy. And if you're constantly giving and constantly giving, what are you getting in return? Is that of any value? Is that of any benefit to you? I love seeing this. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of passion, energy, but you could see the individual is just sitting in a nice robe. He's got his back up. He's holding his wand firmly. He's very, very astute and confident in himself. But you see down at the corner here, let's see if I could get it. There's that little lizard. Looks like a little black lizard there looking up at him. So be mindful. Be mindful of whoever you're saying no to. I keep going back to that. Doesn't try to take a nip at your ankles there, and you need to squash that little lizard with that wand. Finally, we had the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands upright is a card about resilience, standing your ground. This poor guy's been through the battle. He's got a bandage on and he's just beat down, tired. But this came out in reverse. And this lack of resilience, I'm really feeling is going to be for the person that you're finally saying no to, and you're putting yourself first. They're going to realize that once they're going to finally need to take accountability, and you're not going to be there to bail them out. And that's what that tower is going to be. And they're going to feel a little bit of this lack of resilience, more or less. What do I do now? They're so used to saying, I'll go to you because I know that you'll fix it for me. So maybe it's a much needed lesson for them. A couple more cards just flew right out of there. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords upright's a card about dishonesty, stealing. A thief in the night's going to come back for these other two, but this is in reverse. It's in reverse because I'm telling you the truth and it's resonating with you. We have the Moon card in reverse. Clarity. There's no more confusion. There's no more mirages. You have clarity as to this situation. You know you need to say no. And we have the seven. Pardon, I've been out of practice, but we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is looking back at work that's been done and seeing the fruits of your labor. I'm really feeling that you concluded 2025 with a lot of effort into yourself. You've gained momentum. It could be psychologically, it could be physically, it could be earning more money. You've been taking time to improve yourself and you're getting your momentum going. And every time you have this momentum going, you have somebody pulling at you saying, can you help me? And you're still finding it difficult to say no, but that's going to change. That's going to change. Spirit, give me some advice, if you will, for the remainder of this week through the weekend. What's coming the weekend? Give us some advice for the weekend. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knights are about movement. Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving decks, on fire, just charging. Saying slow down going into this weekend. And as we started where we have it, we had the Hermit card. It was in reverse. Spirit saying take some time for yourself this weekend. Breathe. The holidays are over, and regroup your focus as to where you want to go and what you want to achieve this year, and whether or not these people that are, grabbing onto you, are they really worth your time? Are they being reciprocal? And what are you getting out of it? Is it reciprocal? I'm going to close out the reading here with a couple more cards. Spirit, anything else advice wise for my collective before we close out the reading? Thank you. We have the Six of Wands. What a better way. Couldn't find a better way. This is about high accolades, receiving recognition that's been hard earned. Start viewing yourself this way. Don't give away your time and energy to anyone who takes it for granted and doesn't appreciate it. In the bottom of the deck, the Emperor, stoic, and logic, no matter how much you care for this individual or you love this individual. Sometimes the answer's got to be no. That's what I have for you. Thank you for stopping by. If you like, share, subscribe, hype, I don't know what that is. I'm going to read when I feel like it's time to read. I'm interested to know whether or not this resonated with you. If it did, leave me a comment. I read them all. Thanks again.